This is Leonard Williams with the New York Jets, and you're watching Good Morning Football.
That's Big Leonard, number 6 overall pick in 2015. One of the guys getting set to hit the market. Free agency frenzy. What's up, Phil? What's up, Dak? What's up, Austin?
Big Austin Hooper Day.
Begins this Sunday. NFL Network is there, reporting on live breaking news, all the rumors, every blockbuster deal. Wow, what a difference. Free agency frenzy starts this Sunday. It's March 15th, and it's only on the NIFL NFL Network. So the free agency frenzy. Are you ready, my friend? Buckle up out in Culver City.
Absolutely. It is not going to be a crappy time for us. It's going to be a good time.
Hey, baby. Is that how it's said? Crappie?
It's crappie.
Crappie,
yes.
That's how it is?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Well, it's spelled crappy. I would change that.
Yeah.
Fill it in, Will.
Let's see what we can do. Well, the Colts are one of the teams believed to be looking for a quarterback. You often hear them linked to Phillip Rivers, but they already have a starting quarterback. His name is Jacoby Brissett. Brissett asked about the incessant speculation on ESPN during an XFL game, and he said he's just doing his job. Brissett and company got off to a good start, 5-2, but then he suffered a sprained MCL against the Steelers. He tossed 18 touchdowns and 6 picks in 2019. The Redskins are working to sign guard Brandon Scherff to a long-term deal in order to avoid using the franchise tag to keep him. This according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Head coach Ron Rivera telling Redskins Nation he wants to bring back fellow guard Eric Flowers as well. The Redskins would have loved bringing left tackle Trent Williams back, but as NFL Network's Mike Garafolo had reported, Washington granted Williams permission to seek a trade. The Athletic reporting the Cardinals and Texans have expressed interest. The Jets are another team reportedly interested. And we could be in for some drama during the first round of the upcoming draft, with the Falcons maybe providing it. General Manager Thomas Dimitrov telling 92.9 The Game he believes there could be a lot of interesting action between picks 10 and 20, and thinks the Falcons shouldn't be counted out because they've been a team that has been active in past drafts. The Falcons, currently holding the 16th overall pick, could be using it to select a pass rusher to boost their defense. And Schrags, you've been dialed in with all the draft buzz. Could the Falcons be one of those teams moving up and causing chaos in that first round?
They got the 16th overall pick. You look at guys like Simmons and Derek Brown, who both played in the South and would be local favorites. I got to think that they might want to trade up into that top 10.
We shall see. Love the drama.
That's it.
Always on the board. I love that. All right, guys, last night, as part of Women's History Month, NFL Network premiered NFL 360 Women in Football, featuring some amazing stories of women who have broken barriers in football. Now, part of the show, we featured the first all-female NFL broadcast team, Hannah Storm and Andrea Kramer, as they shared a conversation about the telecast, breaking ground, and the roads they've taken to get there.
When I graduated, I couldn't get a job in sports to save my life. You know, I heard everything from our audience wouldn't be comfortable with a woman, my sports director doesn't want a woman. So I started answering want ads, and I thought, I'm just going to get on the air somewhere. And I ended up as a heavy metal DJ in Corpus Christi, Texas.
To your point,
there was nobody doing it.
When we were growing up, we didn't exist.
Right.
There were no women to look at and say, oh, I want to do what she does.
It wasn't really a career option.
No, and for me, my path was a little bit different because I started off as a writer. And then from a writer, I went to be a producer. And then Steve Sable from NFL Films, who said, I want you to co-host the show with me. This is the NFL. I had no idea how to be on camera, but I was a pretty good producer. And I figured that the good producer I was could bail out the talent that I was not at that point. And that set me off on my trajectory.
Oh, that hits me right in the feels. We stand on the shoulders of women like Hannah and Andrea for sure. And one impressive note about that special edition of NFL 360, it was produced by an all-female production team, just some of the NFL Network's most talented producers. There's so many women behind the game, y'all don't even know.
Yeah, it's amazing. We had Kim Jones last week.
Yeah, she's great.
Melissa Stark came in, and she talked about that. And for it to be a piece about the women that have been in this game a long time, and then the new women like yourself and the many others that are making an impact, not just behind the scenes, not just in the front office, but now also on the football field, which is amazing. And for me, raising a young daughter who's 9 years old, and when I look at her and tell her you can do anything, like she can see a representation of that when she watches TV.
I was at the Combine, and MJ, I remember one of the big things that was going on top of all the drills was this celebration of women in the NFL. And I know you moderated a very important conference speaking engagement. What is this that we're looking at here?
So this was the Women's Forum and the NFL Careers sort of workshop there. So they had 40 of the next wave of women who will be making an impact all throughout the NFL and in football. They came from the collegiate levels. That's Jane Goodell right there. She kind of led us off that day. And they really got a chance to just get in with some heavy hitters of the game, other women that they can sort of model their careers after. Kim Pegula there with the Bills and Darcy Glazer-Kasowitz as well. And we just had a really open conversation about what it takes to really implement that culture of inclusivity for women in this game. And we had Katie Sowers was there, Jennifer King was there, Kelly Brownson. I mean, it was just all of these trailblazers, women that, yes, right now we're seeing them and they're getting a lot of headlines, but man, they've been in this grind for a minute. This is a steep climb for them, and to have them at the forefront and helping the next wave, like Andrea mentioned in the promo there, it didn't exist not that long ago, so that now we have examples of representation to see ourselves.
We know about broadcasting and producing and the TV side of it, but there are actual now several females employed by teams in the football side of it. And I think a lot of that was what was going on at the Combine. And I'm not putting you on the spot, but if there is a young lady out there today watching who wants to get involved in football, where would you direct them and say, hey, not just on the television or the media side, but I want to actually be a scout. I want to be a general manager. Hey, I want to be a head coach. Where would you direct them as far as the NFL goes?
I mean, that's the thing. Now there's so many open doors. And I think it's important to note, too, that the advocates, the men that are opening doors for these women, because those are the people on the inside right now that have allowed us to go in there and show exactly how talented we are and how important it is for women to be on this operation side, on the scouting side, on the coaching side, and show that to really be able to get the best candidate, you have to open the pool to both men and women and everyone from all backgrounds as well to really see who's got it. And more often than not, that's who steps up.
Very well said. Hannah Storm, heavy metal DJ in Corpus Christi, Texas.
The hair
From Judas Priest to the mountaintop. What an amazing career, playing Maiden records.
From Judas Priest to Priest Holmes. She does it all.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And keep an eye out, guys, because there's an encore presentation of NFL 360 Women in Football later this month. And that's right here, of course, on NFL Network. I cannot wait. I already recorded it. I watched it once. I will watch it again and show it to as many people as I can.
Please do. Speaking of running things back, we're going to talk Tom Brady. Tom Brady speaks out about his future. If you think you know what he's going to do, no.